So I came
Okay.
to Victoria in 2003 January. I moved into Anawim House 2003 June. The one of the founders of Anawim House, he is a psychiatrist. He actually, I refused to go to social assistance for money because, as I said, I knew I wasn't emotionally ready to go to work. He, because he was a psychiatrist, was able to say, Diane is going through her emotional healing and she needs some time. So then they give me assistance without the promise or the expectation of me to go to work for a year. So this is by then, this is, I think, like October or something by the time it got pushed to that. Early the year, a phone call comes to the house from Bridges for Women asking if we want flyers for the women who come to the program. If you remember, Bridges for Women is one of the first resources I have found to kind of have my healing process in place, but I couldn't go because I didn't have housing or income. So
Right.
here I am. I have housing, I have income. I applied to the program. I start the program, I think it's in May of 2004. In the meantime, it was a good program for me. Um, it helped me to articulate a lot of my experiences of abuse and stuff like that, to understand certain things about how I responded to certain things. Place, I was still there at this point, but I'm beginning to look for employment. I finished my program. I'm looking for employment. I'm looking for a place. With the money that I was getting from social services, I wasn't going to get anything decent, much less anything by the ocean or the park. Um, and then my mom invited me to come for the spring. And I allowed myself to be weak enough to just stay.
Stay here or
Stay in Ontario with my family. So then I stayed back in Ontario so in 2005 is when I went back to Ontario. I stayed there for 2 years and then I came back. It wasn't until I went back and I recognized what I was missing. So, and that was a huge gap. It was a huge gap because I was very much a nature person. I had my rock that I used to go sit out by the ocean. And I took that for granted. I didn't even know that what did they call it? Somebody had the resonance from the waves and stuff like that vibrates through the body. And so I guess that's where a lot of my healing had come from.